Alright, you guys, I'm trying here. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I don't know if it's gonna work today. Give me a second here. 95. What the hell? That is a terrible connection. Yeah, it might be a minute. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a good spot. Because this... I don't know why this connection is so damn bad. It's never this bad. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, I'm trying, but, you know, it's not looking too good. This connection is so bad. Okay. Give me a few minutes, because I'm going to try to get to a better spot. Might have to go use my Wi-Fi. Normally it's just fine, but I don't know. Because I can't tell when it buffers for you guys, but like I get a notification that says, you know, that stupid, you know, streaming thing or whatever. Okay, well, let's try this. Give me just a few minutes to get where I need to go. Where? I haven't done much, honestly. I'm waiting to, I want to get to, where is it? This one, because this one actually looks alright. Let's go over to Sydney's map while I wait. Oh shit, I forgot all about that task. Yikes. Guys, those pink trees, they don't come around very often. That's the first time I've seen those for sale in 5 years. How much time do I got? 6 hours? Okay. So yeah, I'm not very far on the pass. I'm gonna go to my house so I can use the Wi-Fi, so hopefully the stream will be a little more steady. And I'm like 1 minute away, so. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you add up the price on the cash bundles to buying the trees, it's really not that much of a difference considering. Like, depending on the tree, of course. Like, some of the trees are like, what, 20 cash? I don't think, let me see. If you're somebody who doesn't have land to unlock or whatever, I wouldn't even mess with the, God, get out of here. I wouldn't mess with the $8.99 one. If you're not somebody who's using the dozer, because that seems like a major ripoff. I mean, $9 damn dollars? Come on, dude. For 2 damn trees, you can get, for $3 you can get the trees, so you're paying like $6 just for the damn dozer. So yeah, I would just say screw that. Of course, you get a whopping 6 keys, but still, I mean, that's a ripoff. So I wouldn't buy the middle one unless you're looking for dozer. And even then, honestly, like, I would just say screw it and wait for one of those promotion bundles that pops up, because that seems like a ripoff to me. Dozer's way too easy to come by lately. Storage, if it was storage and, you know, you didn't have your storage maxed out or whatever, I could see that, but Dozer, come on. Okay, so, hang on. I'll end up probably buying a shit ton of the pink trees, because I'm going to do a huge renovation of my capital map. I've got this koala thing here. I haven't figured out if I'm going to put that stupid kangaroo park thing on my capital, which I probably won't, because to me it just doesn't look good on the style that I got going here. I wanted to do the... I know I'm going to put the one I just showed you in the past. Hang on. Sydney made it look actually pretty good on his map. See if I can get there without the stream crashing here. Okay. So, right here. It actually looks pretty good. I'm surprised how large it is. I thought it was going to be smaller than that, so I'm like, cool. You can actually see it, unlike the other ones that they've been putting out lately. Okay, so I had a couple of things to say about his map, which I'm going to go ahead and do, and then we'll go back to what I was doing. I have a couple city reviews I have to do today, too. A couple of people's cities, anyway. If I can get the stream to stay on. Okay, so I really like the red bridges. These two bridges here, they almost stand out in a bad way. I would probably change these into something else, maybe even the red ones, just to have it match. They don't look good. They almost look like... Because, okay, see how this one's like shorter or whatever? This one looks more like it would be like out in a swampy area or something, like something more kind of servicey type. This looks more cutesy, little home, tree, cozy look, whatever you want to call it. This type of terrain or whatever. This just doesn't match. It sucks that they haven't given us better options for bridges. The wedding hall, you can't see it behind the Ferris wheel. I would fix that. Probably put the Ferris wheel where the wedding hall is and put something else there, or just entirely fix that altogether. This particular area here, I mean, it looks good, but at the same time, like, this would look better near the stuff that's more colored like that, which would be... Hang on. Okay. Let's see. See if I can get a better connection with the Wi-Fi here. Alright, that's better. Okay, so this stands out now in a weird way. I would move this building and put it towards the stuff that's more theme type back here in this right corner, and then do whatever Tokyo display he was going to do either here in the middle or over here to the right. And then, or figure out what you're going to do and where you're going to put your services. Honestly, if it was me, I would probably put the services in the top right corner, because you'll be able to condense those down quite a bit later. But like up front, just kind of seems like a waste. Like, you'd probably be better off doing a display up front, and then maybe doing the mountain display kind of near the center here. Okay. Hang on just a second. This thing here, this weird little bumper car park, along with, where is it? I don't know if you have it. I don't think you have it. It's that weird, like summer type thing. I don't think you got it. But anyways, it would probably look good up here next to this thing. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say because, like, okay, hold on. Some of these houses, the way that you have them arranged, I would fix the way the rooftops are. Like, for example, why is it? Okay, there we go. For example, how you have, like, every other one, you have the short blue one. That's fine here. But if you look, like, right here, see how some of these just don't look good when they're facing the backside. Is it buffering for you guys? When it says the stream connection is not stable, does it buffer for you guys, or is it still fine? Okay, so this is pissing me off. Why does it do that? Like, dude, it has a badass connection. What is the problem? Hang on. Ridiculous. I think it's just this app. This app is shit. And I can't use the other app. I'll have to look into that Stream Labs. I haven't tried that one yet. They charge you $20 just to run it like every month or whatever, which is stupid. Okay. Saying that you can hear me and all that, I would rearrange your houses here. Let me try to turn my brightness up. Okay. I'd rearrange the houses and the rooftops to be a little better looking. Like, for example, this Gothic style one, it always looks better on the outside. These ones here, you've got some of them turned the wrong way. They, like, the colorful ones, the more pink styled color ones, those ones should be kind of outward, and put the ugly ass little tiny blue ones in the back. It makes a huge difference in how your map looks. It really does. Like, some of these here, they look okay, but like this pink one, I'd probably scoot it over. When you have a map that looks this badass, you want to kind of get really picky with it. Let's see. That's the only thing, like, right here. This area here needs work. This all looks like shit. You've got the stupid hot air balloon thing, like, which is really cool when it goes up and over stuff, but the actual building itself is hideous. So I definitely put that behind something. And probably, honestly, let's see. It looks like you've got... Do you have your fourth maxes? Yeah, you do. Okay. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure out where you want to place your fourth maxes and go from there. I would try to place it probably as evenly as possible from like here and maybe down in this area. This middle area thing, I don't know. Something about that spot between the trees and stuff, it just kind of looks tacky. I'd probably exchange it out for the water and put the water in the middle, maybe. And put the tree up there where that water is. Try that. And I like this area. I would probably shorten the road here and put maybe a different bridge in place. Unless you had plans to put stuff along this road, maybe even take out the trees, put a couple parks there, like one park on each side. Maybe the green diamonds or something. These here, you've got these little services here. and this hot air balloon, I would put the hot air balloon probably right here. Drag the road out just a little bit, put it back here, surround it with some trees, and then you can put another house there. And then these here, okay, so what you should do is try to figure out what you're going to do with your shops. So take into consideration that you're going to have a couple more shops and account for that when you do your display. But when I had this particular setup up front like this, it looked kind of weird with the too wide water. I would fix that, maybe widen it like one more space. And you don't need this road to connect to anything, so you can do whatever you want. Like you can do like 3 shops or whatever and surround it with trees if you wanted, and just do little islands. I don't know if this is like your 3 Reds road display here and that's why you haven't moved it yet, is my assumption. And then let's see. Yeah, obviously you would be fixing this. But I would probably put this stupid Royal Park in storage for a while because that thing's huge and retarded looking. And then maybe do some kind of a cool display with this thing. Some of these Tokyo style castles. Do like the 1, 2, and then the 3rd one. But that's the ideas that I got for you for now, I guess. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, besides like a Tokyo display over here. Honestly, this here, this type of building, I'd probably put it up front, kind of near the beach, do like a beach display or something. Alright, let me see who else I gotta get to first, before we go back to my map. Who else was designing? Can't remember who was designing. Oh, Obso was doing some stuff. Okay, so he's got the same general thing here, except for he has a road. Why does he? Okay, so you can cancel out this whole road. Okay, you don't need this road here at all. Like, I would take all this road out, and I would put trees where this road is, or scoot everything forward a notch, and then you would have an extra 1 square of everything up here. But I would for sure get rid of this frickin' road, because that's ugly. It looks like you've got your services connected up here. Hang on, let me look at the rest of his map first. Okay, so to me, this looks weird. I kind of think, like, if you're going to do something similar to this, I would probably shorten the amount of trees that are there. Because what it looks like to me is that you're trying to make up for the land that is, like, there's the waterfall and then there's the land piece, the waterfall, the land piece. It looks like you're trying to make it look like there's water, then land, then water. And right now it just looks like you put 4 squares of trees and it looks almost tacky. I would probably maybe put 1 or 2 trees and then maybe 3 on the next and maybe 1 on the next or whatever. Try to make it look a little more natural. Maybe even kind of separate them up a little bit. I don't know what his idea here is. Hang on. Just kind of looking here. Okay, so right here on his map, the roads are super long. Like, you really don't want to do that. Or at least I don't. I try not to do that. I try not to make really long roads. They just look really bad to me. So, like, anytime you do have a road, you should utilize it. So, like, for instance, here, how he's got the water going up against the road, I would have left that blank and put houses there. Anytime you have your maxis, you should utilize any kind of homes, like, okay, or roadways, and put homes there. So, for instance, how he has the trees, what he should do, since he's doing the mountain homes, is he should put the ones that look good, you know, that don't have to be facing you, around this area here, around the outside of the road. Or use universal buildings where they actually look good on that side. Because putting trees along the roadway is a huge waste. It is. It really is. And then what you should do is take the trees and put them after the building. Or like right here at the end of each road here. If you don't plan to put any kind of bridges, put some trees around each one of the ends. Let's see. You've also got these buildings here. They're all facing the wrong direction. I would definitely fix that because that's, I don't know what the hell you got going there. Let's see. If it was me, I would probably island these two things off. Like separate the whole, fix all this. Like take all these out, these buildings here. Take them all out. Cut this road in half and then put like 3 houses, do an island, put another 3 houses, something like that. I'm not sure why you have a road kind of branching off like this, but I would have put a tree where you have that one piece of water just to block everything off from being seen. And what are you yakking about? Oh, you'll be fine. You can go back and watch it. Okay, these HQs. These things are stupid, ugly, and they aren't worth shit when it comes for epic pointers, so put those away. Unless you really like them, I guess. But they take up way too much space, I think. They're retarded, like this thing here. Any bit of, let's see, any of these houses that you have here that are not turned to epics, that you plan to turn to epics, you can just put them in place as if they were an epic project, so you kind of have an idea of where they're going to go. But for him, it kind of seems like he doesn't really know which direction he wants to go with it. So until you have a little bit more of an idea, it's going to be hard to give you advice. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to end up kind of half-assing everything and then having to go back and redo everything. I mean, you're going to constantly be working on stuff if you really care about like what your city looks like, but you really don't want to half-ass it the first time around and then be like, oh, I'll fix it later. It's like, you might as well just fix it now, you know? Okay, let's see. Let me go see if she fixed anything, or even, I don't even know if she saw the video from yesterday or not. Okay, so she's got like this design thing going on. So as I stated yesterday in the video, is it still buffering? It should be fine now. Try not to make any kind of centerpieces garbage stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't centerpiece services like water, power, stuff like that. Try to make centerpieces things that actually look good. Alright, let me see what TK's got going on. I looked at your map yesterday for a minute, but I couldn't remember. Okay. Do you... Hang on. So I've seen a few people do their maps kind of like this. So if you were going to do something like this, I would recommend trying to put as many bridges between the homes as possible and trying to find universal style buildings to group with the houses. For example, like let's say in front of one of the houses you could put this pink park, right? And then maybe in front of another one of the houses you could put one of these little parks here. But try to put the ones that have the parades, try to put them where you have long stretches of road. That way they can actually like go around and actually look cool. And then like some of these other things, these ugly ass style like walkway type things, you can like group together as kind of like a I don't know, boardwalk or something. But whenever you have a map that has this much space between the houses, it's usually a good idea to try to like see how your roads are, how they're just kind of everywhere. If you can break up these roads as much as possible with like bridges and water and trees and animals, it'll make it look a lot better. Otherwise, it's just going to look like it does. Obviously, a lot of you guys are in the beginning of your designing and you're kind of tight on funds and stuff. So what you should do anytime that you have the opportunity is utilize whatever you have purchased to test things out. Don't buy things to test out. You know, if you already have, for example, this cobblestone bridge in this water, pick this up and try stuff elsewhere. Don't be like, oh, I'll just buy more water and I'll just buy more bridges. Oh, I don't like that. Put it in storage. Don't do that. Yeah, I know. Like I said, you guys are all in the beginning. These are all just ideas I'm throwing at you. But I've seen maps like this before where they use, you know, big spaces between the houses, and it looks really bad if you don't break it up with stuff like trees, water, bridges, stuff like that. But it does look really cool when you do it right. Okay, so as far as this goes, as you guys got to remember that once you guys hit level 30, and I'm going to be putting out the Missy's Building Guide 3, and that is once you hit level 30, you're going to be buying the Omega resources. So you won't need all of this extra space and stuff like that. You'll have like probably maybe 2 of each at best. As long as you hit right around about 2 million pop, you'll be between 1 and 2 of the Omega services. And most of you guys are going to have epics, like a full map of epics, so your service demand is going to be extremely low compared to like somebody with Omega homes or whatever. And then also I would try, so it looks like you're kind of, if you're going for a more countryside theme, I would probably, with yours, I would probably try to find something to center it around. Like kind of how you have like this big body of water and then you have this kind of a middle area. Maybe do like a big display right in the center that your city is like, it's your main point from where your city begins, and then everything kind of branches off of it. Kind of like how mine is, you know, like the main waterfront is right here, you know. I would probably do yours dead center, right where you've got it, but do something like really badass, which you'll probably, again, you guys, a lot of you guys will have to probably wait till you hit level 30 to get some of the landmarks and stuff like that. But for the time being, you guys are doing really good. Let's see. Okay, so like this, I would just push all this stuff back. You know what I mean? Like push it all as far back to the mountainside as you can get it. And then with your shops, let's see. You know, yours might look cool if you did your shops like right here-ish and then lined them up going down this way and then had kind of like what I did up front, like 2 lines, and then do like a bridge that leads over to the main centerpiece or whatever. That's one idea. All right, let me go back to the design screen so I can show you guys a couple of tricks with the water, or that's what I guess I should call it. Okay, so one idea here, when you're placing the lakes, for the time being until you can afford to, you know, fill in your water, if you look really, this is going to drive me nuts, dude. Hang on. Just a second. Okay. If you look really closely, oh my god, it's going to drive me nuts. You see how the water is really dark in one area and then really light in the next? In the light areas, it means that there's a space available, right? But if you look at it like this, it looks like the water is actually there. So if some of you guys may notice that your water is kind of blotchy, that's why. It just means that you haven't filled in that spot. So what I do if I'm running low on water, for the time being, I'll leave these spaces kind of unset like that so that I can use less water for the time being and it still doesn't look terrible. And then when I get more money or whatever, I can fill it in. Otherwise, you'll end up being like, you know, ending up with huge ass gaps like that. So if I wanted to, I could put it here or I could put it here and it would look better. But for now, I'm going to put it here because it's going to look the same for the most part. And then you can put like trees in between it, and that's usually where it actually looks decent. But if you end up putting the trees, like let's say you do it like this, and then you put the tree here, that's usually when you end up with, if it wasn't so dark you could see, that's usually when you end up with really blotchy edges. Okay, the next thing, when you're doing water and you're shaping water, there's a couple different like styles, right? You got like big bodies of water, and then you have really tiny bodies of water that look more like little streams, which would be obviously like, you know, that, right? If you're doing designs, it's best to use the ponds to draw it out. So like if you're going to do a heart, use the ponds around the outside and then use the larger bodies of water to fill it in. So one of the things that I was going to try to do, and God, dude, that shit going dark just drives me crazy, was put, let's see, like a peace sign. That's what I was looking for. That was one of the things that I was going to attempt to do. Let me put some of this stuff out of the way. One of the things that really annoys me about this game is the houses look so good when they're not like fully upgraded, but you don't, there's no way to turn the stupid yellow hats off, and they look like shit. I think everybody hates that though. Get this stuff out of the way. Figure out what we're gonna do here. The Maxuses make it really easy to design. When you have to design without a Maxus, it's a nightmare. Okay, so a couple of road bulldozing things. Many of you guys know this already from watching some of my other videos. But like, don't bulldoze whole sections of road if you don't want to. Just cut the sections that you want to bulldoze, like that. And then bulldoze it out. And then you can just bulldoze whatever extra pieces that you don't want. Another thing, you guys, if you look at, I'll show you. Okay, so if you look at when you hit the road button here, see how it shows squares on the ground? So the white line is the center line, and then you can do like, okay, 1, 2, you would count. You would know that if you place this down, it's centered with this, right? So you can be like, okay, that would definitely be 2 squares for the next bridge or whatever. And then the other lines, they try to group them together in sections of 4s. So see how the lines are? The dotted lines? Okay, so with water, let's see. Let's say you wanted to do like a... Let me think. Let me show you guys a couple of things with the bridges, because a lot of people have been hitting me up for advice on bridges. So for those of you who don't know how to place a bridge, you've got a road here, right? Certain bridges require water, certain ones don't. These two do not require water. They're not really bridges, they're more walkways. So you can just place these. And you can place them there. Like whenever it goes green, you're good to go. And then all you have to do is slide your cursor type thing, and it goes whatever direction you want to put it. So you put down the water. Try to get through this quickly because most of you guys know all this stuff. You place it down, it's green, you're good to go, right? So let's say you bulldoze, you don't have anything on this side. See how the bridge dropped down? If we add water in front of it, it's going to lift up. See? So a lot of people are like, why will my bridge drop down? It's because you have water or whatever there. Now, let's say that you do that and you want to place it. See how it won't let you place it? It's because it doesn't have anything beyond that. So what you have to do, see, it's like, no, you can't do it. What you have to do is you have to draw a road on the other side of it. And it'll let you place it. Sometimes it won't let you place it on the one side. So what you can do is you can... Sometimes you have to draw it like this. And then it'll let you. See? It's really finicky sometimes. You just got to mess with it. But see how it doesn't... it's not connected to the road? See how it's not like making the connection? If you were to, let's say, bulldoze this and add your additional piece here. Go like that. Okay. See how the road changed? It actually went like towards the bridge or whatever. Then you take this out and it's lifted up. Take this out, it drops down. Does that make sense? So a lot of people have trouble with bridges. They're like, why won't it let me place it? Sometimes they let you place it when there's nothing on this side. Sometimes they don't. Just depends. But either way, it will not make the connection until you give it an alternate point like that. Okay? All right. Now, what you can do, sometimes what you can even do is place it like right in the center. It just depends. Sometimes it'll let you place it out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes when you're on like the edge of the map, it won't let you place it either. It's just a pain in the butt. So just mess with it. Sometimes you may have to add, roads or whatever. If it won't let you place it going this way, then what you can do is you can draw it this way. Once it's placed, then just bulldoze off each side, and you'll have your main bridge that you wanted, the way that you wanted it. So, for example, like a lot of people, what they'll do when they do like the little boats or whatever, they put the boat right here and then they use like a piece of bridge and it looks kind of like a dock. You know, like that. Looks like a dock. As long as you have the water piece after it, you know, obviously you would have to for the boat to be there, then you'll be fine. But like some people will, you know, have other stuff going on. They'll have the boat like way out here. All right, the walls. These things are a pain in the ass, okay? You're not the only one having trouble with them. See how the wall's the wrong direction? They just are a pain in the butt. Like, you add another piece and the wall changes direction again. It's super annoying. There's like no rhyme or reason for it either. See, like this way, this one's going this way now. You try to like pull it the direction you want and it just doesn't seem to go with you, you know? So yeah, it's super frustrating. You may have to just add another piece. Okay. So as far as this building design map goes, I have no idea what I want to do on this freaking map. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it, I know that. But I'm thinking that since it's like spring or whatever, probably do like some kind of a pink type tree theme, I guess. Or, let's see, what do we got? Let's figure out what we're doing here. You know, I never really use much of that type of stuff. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we will do some kind of a like a heart love type theme, I guess. Figure out where I'm going to start it at. Let's move all this stuff over. I hate tearing apart all my maps. This drives me crazy. Alright. Try to center it, because God knows, can't get the whole damn thing in the picture. I'm going to be pissed. Alright. Unless I could do a different type of design. I just don't know what I'd do. I could do like a diamond, I guess, maybe. Never tried a diamond. Has anybody here ever done a star? probably be a pain in the butt. Let's see. I don't even know where, like, the general center would be. Stuff harder than it looks. Two, four. One, two, three. Okay. Start with that. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna use. I need to go grab a couple of buildings. Ow! Jesus. Okay. At least they don't make you pick everything back up, I guess, right? What else? Dude, come on, man. Stop. Stop buffering. Yeah, I think that covers it for what I need on this map. Alright. remember which. Damn it, they're gonna pull that. It's not quite center, it's gonna drive me crazy. Can't remember which. Oops. That's probably gonna have to go maybe up here somewhere. No, not that one. Okay. Definitely gonna be doing the pink trees. Gotta buy more though. Let me fill in the water first. Okay. Gotta think about this. Try to figure out what I'm doing here. Wonder if I can shorten that road and still have it center. Okay. Put another pink tree on that side when I get one. Let's see. Gotta figure out what colors I want to use here. Actually, hang on. Move that. Whoops. All right. See how the other one looks first. If I had these, I would do those. All right, where is... Wrong button. Where's that stupid thing at? There it is. I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just kind of winging it here. kind of what I'm doing here. Dude, I hate that it won't center. Okay, hang on. Let me think. Put that there for now. What else do I got? Thank you for going dark, you stupid game. Oh wait, that park's way too big for that. Okay. What else do I got? Which way does that face if it's there? Is there a way to turn it? Okay, hang on. Where's that other... Can't see again. Shit, I forgot about these. Alright. Where's that other Swan Park? I'll go with some water. Trying to decide how I want to do the water here. I might have it just kind of go around that way. I don't know. Not sure what I want to do with that yet. We gotta think. I might change this. I'm gonna have to figure out how many pink trees I'm buying first. Alright. Are the dogs with you? Okay. I'm going to Walmart soon, then I'm gonna go out there. I think what you know what? Damn it. I'm gonna have to fix this off stream, but I think I know what I'm gonna do. Because I gotta figure out how many I'm gonna buy first before I mess with this. Well, I'll probably be back by then. What time is it? Yeah. Alright, you guys, I gotta end the stream, and then I will probably actually start the stream up here in about an hour when I'm done doing what I gotta do. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna transform this into a heart instead of a diamond. Or I'm gonna do 3 diamonds, but I'm gonna have to center it more. I haven't figured that out yet, but anyways, probably a heart. And then I'll probably do a really large heart. Okay, I'll call you in a minute. And being how I just spent all this time doing this, you guys are not going to want to watch me tear everything apart. So, welcome to Designing with Missy. Do something and then tear it all apart. Fuck. Yippee. Anyways, alright you guys, I'll see you guys probably in about an hour or two.